Radhe Radhe, and welcome to each and every one of you to the International Gita Festival
Okay,
2020.
sorry to interrupt. Sachi, can you move your camera a little to the up? Your head is just
तो ऐसे नहीं
lit, thoda, this is perfect. Yeah. Now I can. And Kavita ji, आपका camera, Archie, can you adjust the height so that both Sachi auntie and Sachi didi and Kavita ji's head is at the same level?
देखो ऊपर करना पड़ेगा
नहीं थोड़ा सा ना नीचे करना
Or bring it a little closer to mom.
closer
Thoda.
Got it?
Perfect.
चलो
I start now? Okay.
कैमरा रोलिंग 1 2 3 go
Oh. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Namaste, Radhe Radhe, and a warm welcome to each and every one of you to the International Gita Festival 2022. I feel so elated and excited to be here with you all on day 3 of the Gita Festival. And I think I'm going to say Radhe Radhe to you, Kavita ji, and I'll post this question to all our audience members on the topic of health as we start this day 4 and ask you all this question as to how often or how many of you and how many times in a day are you, how many times in a week are you practicing yoga and meditation and how it's benefiting you. So, because I have you and I can put you on spot, Kavita ji, I'm going to ask you how often are you able to practice yoga and meditation, and how it has it benefited you?
first of all namaste radhe radhe everyone radhe radhe shachi okay so you have me on spot I don't practice yoga but I do practice meditation very honest I'll be very honest here but why is that question shachi like why sorry हम ना दोबारा करते हैं shachi sorry ठीक है एक मिनट वापस ठीक है शची आप दोबारा से शुरू कर सकते हो
Done. Better? Ready? Okay.
हाँ
Namaste, Radhe Radhe, and a warm welcome to all of you to day 3 of the International Gita Festival 2022. I feel extremely elated, blessed, and excited to be here on this platform and welcoming you to day 3 of the festival. I wanted to start today's session by posting this question to each and every one of you about your health and asking you how often are you able to practice yoga and meditation in your day to day life. I have Kavita ji here, so Radhe Radhe Kavita ji, and I wanted to put you on spot and ask you how often are you able to practice yoga and meditation, and how has it benefited you?
Namaste everyone. Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe Shachi. Welcome everyone to the International Gita Festival 2022. So Shachi, to answer your question, honestly, I don't practice yoga, but I do practice meditation. And may I know why are we asking this question today?
That's an excellent question. But before I answer that, I want to acknowledge the fact that you are already practicing one of the key aspects of Sri Maharaji's teachings and what Swamiji has been teaching us all through this, these multiple sessions is meditation, which is a form of purification of your mind, which we will need to better ourselves every day. So, but the reason I'm asking this question to you is because of the chapters that we are going to be going through as part of day 3 of the Gita festival, which will focus majorly on meditation of yoga of meditation. Sorry, my bad.
I thought you brought in some new activity for the audience. Instead of trivia questions, probably they'll have some new activity based on yoga and meditation. Okay, yes. So today's topics, today's reading and recitation of chapters 6 to 9 does include the yoga of meditation as one of those chapters. With that, today's So, okay. Yes, and after the lamp lightning today, after the lamp lightning today, we will have a dance performance by Manogit. After the lamp lightning today, After the lamp lightning today, we will have a dance performance by Manoganya Tadipati group, and then we will have the reading and recitation of chapter 6 to 9. Today, we also have a very, very special talk on anger management lessons from Bhagavad-Gita. So let's begin today's day.
How exciting, right? This is such a beautiful lineup that we have here for us. And as we go through this, I wanted to request our audience members to, as I post questions, like the question that I posted about how often or how many hours a week you're able to practice yoga and meditation, keep typing those in the comment sections. We would love to read and see your feedback, and see how yoga and meditation is making a difference in your lives. And Kavita ji, as you were going through the wonderful lineup of activities that will go around, and so such hard work and beautifully this whole program has been put together. After the lessons on sorry the anger management lessons from Bhagavad Gita, there will be a Gita anecdote, and one of my favorite sessions in this festival, which is the Gita Upadesh. So I would request each and every one of you to please stay tuned throughout the program, and we will try and share some interesting facts with you along the way. Maybe bring in a trivia question or two. So just I hope you stay with us through the program and enjoy it as much as we are enjoying sharing it with you. So let's start the our beautiful day 3 with the lamp lighting, and we will be back after that for the dance performance. Radhe Radhe.
अच्छा, यहाँ ना ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन है नहीं अभी हमारे पास, तो हम इसको स्किप करें या अभी क्या करना है?
We can skip it for now, I guess. What did क्योंकि मतलब
ओके, ठीक है. सो हम बोलेंगे, तो हम वो ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन एंड टुडेज ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन इस करके छोड़ देते हैं शची, एंड देन वी विल कम बैक लेटर विद द क्वेश्चन लास्ट में. ओके, that was a dazzling performance. Now it is time for our first trivia question, and today's trivia question is, okay, stay tuned for the answer. We will come back after chapter 7 and 8, reading and recitation.
Okay, Kavita ji, I think we all have waited long enough. I am dying to know the answer to the trivia question, and I'm sure so is our audience. So please, out with it.
Okay, the answer to today's trivia question is, Shaji, what is that thing about Bhagavad Gita that amazes you the most?
Such a profound question, Kavita ji. I feel like if we were to talk about the amazement that the scripture is, we could talk all day and still not be able to reach to like one answer. But I will try to summarize in like a few sentences. Is that one of the beauties of the Bhagavad Gita is that it embraces a variety of sadhanas, thereby bringing people of diverse upbringing, background, and personalities in its embrace. And so easily.
True, Shachi. Bhagavad Gita stressing bhakti as a thread, it ties it all together. It ties you, me, audience, everyone together. We will now move on to our next segments of chapter 8 and 9, reading and recitation.
Before you go, though, Kavita ji, I was wondering if I could share an interesting fact.
Of course, yes.
Did you know that the narration of the Bhagavad Gita by Krishna was heard firsthand not only by just Arjun, but also Hanuman, Sanjay, and Barbarik. I was amazed to know that Sanjay was blessed by Ved Vyas with divine vision in order to narrate the events of the battle to Dhritarashtra, because obviously he was blind. And Hanumanji was perched on top of Arjun's chariot throughout the battle of Kurukshetra, whereas Barbarik, the son of Gadotkach, was watching it from a hilltop. How interesting that, just into the world, it seems like an Updesh or like a preaching to Arjun, whereas even just by in this interesting fact, we found out that there's so much more to just, him only preaching it to one person.
It is true and very interesting to know that, Shachi. Thanks for sharing that with us. I remember I read this story of in Swamiji's Bhagavad Gita in the commentary. I had read how Hanumanji as a flag was there on Arjun's chariot, and the fact that you've shared here today with all of us makes complete sense to me now, that why it was not only Arjun who was given that Updesh. There were few others who did receive that blessings or that Updesh from Sri Krishna himself. Thank you, Shachi, for sharing that with all of us.
Radhe Radhe everyone, and welcome back. I hope you are thoroughly enjoying the Gita festival so far. Um, it's full of bliss, divinity, and the unimaginable grace of the scripture upon us. So, as we go forward, Kavita ji, were you part of the Gita festival last year?
I was, Shachi, and I tell you, it was an amazing experience last year as this is this year. It gets better every year, as you know.
Yes.
But last year, as I was part of that Gita festival, I really learned a lot. And one very nice thing that happened to me was my interest in reading the book itself. So after participating in the program, in fact, the program was ongoing when I got so interested that I started reading the book myself. And this year, I was again extremely excited to be a part of the International Gita Festival, because there was this Har Ghar campaign that was launched. It was a new thing that came up this time in this year's program, which has benefited a lot of people, a lot of people.
Absolutely, Kavita ji. What a noble campaign and what a noble thought to just the name says it all. Har Ghar Gita campaign, making the this beautiful scripture not limited to just a community or a culture, but spreading the knowledge of it, because it is not bound by a community or a culture. It can benefit each and every one of us in various and different forms of our lives, right? I was so blessed and fortunate to you know um, be part of the campaign, and I in obviously in the event of that, I gifted a few of the Swamiji's book to a few of my friends, and I'm eagerly waiting to hear back how it's helping them, how it's benefiting them. And as we are talking about this, I would request our audience members to share in the comment sections, if they are already, if they were they part of the Gita Har Ghar Gita campaign, if they already received their copy, if have they started reading it, how it's benefiting them, what aspect of this commentary is helping them.
Yes.
um,
And
you know
Shachi, we saw a tremendous, tremendous response for the campaign itself. And as you said, audience, please, please, please participate. Please provide your comments. Please put in your thoughts. Please share your experiences, so that, like us, there are many other people out there who can benefit.
Absolutely. Now that I feel like I've been putting you on spot all day, I'm going to try and do it one more time. this, this might be
Okay,
a
Shachi,
personal
go ahead.
question, so please, take it with a grain of salt. My
Okay.
question to you is, do you in your day-to-day life, dealing with family, dealing with work, dealing with other activities, parents, do you ever feel like you are getting upset or mad for no particular reason to blame it upon?
Yes, I have. I'll be honest. I have. And I think many of us do feel the same way. Different situations, different things to deal with. Probably most of us have been in a situation where for no reason you get crazy, you just get mad. And that is why, Shachi, we have this anger management session today from Bhagavad Gita lined up. So after we hear or after we immerse in the pastimes of Sri Krishna, those narrations by Omaji, we will have a session on anger management from Bhagavad Gita by Nitin Kaushalji.
Oh my God, what a blissful talk and what an amazing interaction by Nitinji. I feel very fortunate to, have heard that and, just learn such simple like tools that we can implement and try and you know, use Bhagavad Gita to, control and manage our anger in simpler ways. I feel like it was so informative and it was so well put. So thank you for that. I know we are coming to the end of the day, but my favorite part, the Gita Updesh session is still there coming up. So stay tuned, and I you will understand why I keep mentioning it and keep getting excited about it being one of my favoriteest sessions, part of the Gita festival. But before we get into that, I wanted to give you a little sneak peek, a little trailer teaser into what's coming up tomorrow, so you can be extra excited and extra come with like extra energy tomorrow to participate in the festival tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be starting off the day with a blissful dance performance. First thing, which amazing, and then second, like right after it will be the Bhagavad Gita recitation and reading from chapters 10 to 12. There's an interaction on holistic wellness from Bhagavad Gita, which I feel like you should all listen and take benefit from. Following it will be a Gita anecdote session, again a Gita Upadesh session, and then Gita trivia and inspiration session. So it is. I'm so excited for you guys to immerse and take it all in. With that, me and Kavita ji will take your leave. And it always saddens me, Kavita ji, that whenever the day sets and we have to go back to our mundane lives, because this is so much more engaging and keeps me enthusiastic. So, but last thoughts. Any last thoughts before we part?
No, Shachi, the only thing I think I'll tell you is with all these Gita learnings, with all the sessions that we've been attending, I think we have to apply that on ourselves too, right? Remain unaffected by pleasure and pain. So I know we are a bit sad because it's ending, but at the same time we'll come back tomorrow. So we have to apply that knowledge on ourselves. So we will see you tomorrow. Till then, please enjoy the next segment and we will meet again. Namaste, Radhe Radhe. ओके ठीक है कुछ करना है दोबारा
How was it, Swapna Didi? Was it okay? We can't hear you.
I'll end the broadcast now so that there's nothing to be redone, right? Once I end it, we can't do anything.
वो ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन नहीं है स्वप्ना जी उसमें
Trivia question nahi hai.
नहीं
You can display it on the screen while editing.
Do you have a trivia question you want to use right
नहीं
now?
ट्रिविया क्वेश्चन हम बाद में स्क्रीन पे भी तो डिस्प्ले कर सकते हैं बीच में स्लाइड ऐड करके
अगर भी आपने खाली स्पेस छोड़ा ना तब टेक्स्ट डाल सकते हो
Is that possible?
हाँ वो उसमें नहीं